भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna. Yeah, maybe VIP seats are empty. You can come in front. Come. The more front, the more blessings. Hare Krishna. We all heard of Narad Muni, right? Transcendental spaceman, travels in space. So one day, Narad Muni was going to Vaikunth, where Lakshmi and Narayan stay. So as he was walking, he saw a man under a big tree preparing shoes. He was a cobbler. So he said, "Hey, Narad Muni." He was very happy to see Narad Muni. He welcomed him. How are you? All good. Where are you going? He said, I am going to meet Narayan in Vaikunth. Very happy. Wow, you are so fortunate. Whole life I am making shoes here. I don't do much bhakti. I don't get time. But I also want to go to Vaikunth and get liberated and go to Vaikunth. Since you are going, can you ask this question to Narayan? When will I get liberated? Narayan said, okay, I will ask. Then Narayan went ahead. There was an ashram. One Panditji was sitting, doing yajna, swaha, pouring ghee, chanting mantra. He saw Narad Muni. He said, hey, Narad Muni, how are you? He said, good. He said, where are you going? He said, I am going to Narayan, to Vaikunth to see Narayan. He said, wow. He said, can you ask a question for me? He said, yeah, sure. What is it? He said, look, it is too much now. I should get liberated. When will I get? You ask him. And I am a big Pandit. And I read every day hours, Ved Path. I know Sanskrit grammar. And I do yajna every day. And I do tapasya since childhood. I am a Pandit. I am a scholar. I should get liberated now. I deserve it. Please ask me. I said, okay, I will ask. Narada went to Vaikuntha. He met Lakshmi Narayan, offered them respects, obeisances, surveys, darshan, spoke to them. Then before coming, he said, Lord Narayan, when I was coming to Vaikuntha, I met two people. They both asked same question. One cobbler, Moti, and one Pandit, Brahmana. Said, when will they get liberated? So what should I answer them? Lord Narayan smiled. Said, you tell the cobbler, he will get liberated this life. Panditji, did you tell Panditji he will get liberated after 10 lakh births? Arjuna was surprised. The cobbler is just making shoes, sometimes chanting Hare Krishna. This fellow whole day doing rituals. Really? He said, yes. He said, I don't understand. He said, don't worry, you will understand. And when he was going in Aradhani, Narayan said, look, when you go down, people may ask you, what was Narayan doing? What will you answer? He said, oh, I didn't think about this. What should I answer?
Maybe Hindi. Sorry.
Oh,
Maybe Hindi or English. Just
Hindi?
Shama.
Oh,
She can.
English as well for the kids.
okay.
English is fine.
Okay,
So, sorry.
continue. No channel change?
No.
Narayan said, if people ask you, what was I doing? You tell them, Lord Narayan had a needle. And there was a small eye. In the eye of the needle, he was putting a huge elephant. Narada was surprised. Said, really? Said, yeah, just tell that. He came down. He met the Panditji first. Panditji was happy. He said, Narad Muni, how are you? How was your trip? How is Narayan? Said, yeah, all good. Said, did you ask my question? Said, yes. Said, tell me, I want to get liberated. When will I get? This life, na? Swami said, look, my dear Panditji, you are doing so much puja, you are doing all the rituals, you are reading the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, you are doing Yajna, you know Sanskrit, you know all the mantras. You will get liberated just in 10 lakh births. Say what? 10 lakh births? Are you out of your mind? Since childhood, I am doing all the rituals. I deserve right this life. Are you sure? This is the answer? Narayana gave this answer? Said yes. Said, no, I don't believe you. I doubt you went to Narayana. Said, I really went. He said, okay, prove me. If you really went, tell me what Narayana was doing. Narad Muni had answer ready. He said, Narayana, I saw in the eye of the needle, he was putting a huge elephant. Bakwas, you are just a liar. Can somebody do that? You never went to Narayana. You are just pretending. You are just speaking nonsense. Get out. Narad Muni felt very insulted. Narad Muni thought, what did I do? I just gave the answer what Narayana told and I got insulted. He should tell Narayana, not me. I'm just a postman. Right? Sometimes the bearer of the news, the messenger is punished sometimes. It is not proper. Narad Muni went. He saw the cobbler. Cobbler welcomed Narad Muni. He said, please sit. How is everything? How was Vaikuntha? How was your trip? Said, all good. He said, did you ask my question? He said, yes, I asked. Narayana said, you will get liberated this life in few years. Hari Bol! He started dancing. He was very happy that I don't deserve to be liberated. I am so fallen and sinful person. And Narayana will liberate me this life. He is so kind. He is so merciful. Haribo. Said, I love Narayana so much. He is so merciful. Tell me, what was he doing? Narada thought, if I give him the answer, he will also insult me now. But he has to obey. He said, when I went, Lord Narayana had a needle, and he was putting a huge elephant in the small hole of the needle. Haribol! Narayana is so miraculous. He can do impossible things. He started dancing cobbler. My Narayana is so powerful. I'm saying, wait a minute. Do you really believe that somebody can put an elephant in the eye of a needle, that you are dancing like this? The cobbler very innocently replied, Narada, since so many years I am sitting under this tree, such a huge tree. You know, this tree was in a seed, in a small seed, this huge tree was there. When Narayana can put such a huge tree in a small seed, why can't he put an elephant in the eye of a needle? That's not a big deal. When Narada Muni heard this, he was so happy. Now he understood why this fellow is going this life liberation and that fellow taking 10 lakh years. Because this fellow has
Faith.
faith. That fellow is doing all the rituals, but he has no faith. This fellow is making shoes, but he has faith. And spirituality starts with this faith. Bhakti starts with this faith. Not blind faith, intellectual faith. We can ask questions and doubts. Faith is required to learn anything. You go to restaurant, you order food, and you peacefully eat. Why? Because you have faith. That fellow has not put poison in this. If you have a doubt, will you be able to eat?
Nope.
No. You sit in the bus, do you check the driver's license?
Mhm.
Do you check whether he's drunk or not? You have faith. You go to school, your teacher says A. You say yeah. B. You say I doubt. No, you say yes. That's the beginning of knowledge. Faith. When you were small, your mother said, Isko Papa bolo, he's a daddy. You say, no, I doubt. Prove it. No, without faith, you cannot identify who is your father. That's the beginning of life. Without faith on mother, can you know who is your father? No. Can you do research, DNA test of the whole world? No. Same way, Bhakti starts with faith on the scriptures. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. So same Narad Muni, once he went to Vaikunth and came to Prayagraj in India. You heard of Prayagraj?
Yeah.
That's a place where there is Triveni Sangam, 3 rivers coming together. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. So many people go to take bath. You know, ek pe do free. Take 1 bath, you get benefit of 3 baths. In India, if you know if something is free, anyway, something is free, people will go. Triveni Sangam, lakhs of people go there every day to take bath. So from Vaikunth, Narad Muni came to Triveni Sangam, took bath, get dressed, and he started going on the forest path, chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare. That's a good habit. To keep chanting when you're walking, cooking, working, eating idle. You keep chanting. So as Narad Muni was walking on the forest path, he saw a small deer, the baby deer, crying in pain, half dead, legs twisted, can't run, arrow inside body, blood coming out, trembling, will die in 6-7 hours. So when he went forward, he saw small pig, arrow inside stomach, blood coming out, legs broken, crying in pain, half dead. When more forward, he saw small rabbit, again, arrow inside stomach, blood coming out, legs twisted, crying in pain, half dead. Seeing small animals in pain, Narad Muni felt pain. This is a gentleman's quality, a sadhu Vaishnav's quality. Compassion, karuna. Compassion means para dukkha dukhi. When I see somebody in pain, I feel that pain. That's a good quality. Para dukkha. And we should be like that, not stone-hearted. Nowadays, people enjoy others' pain. That's called para dukkha sukhi. Or para sukha dukhi. That is called jealousy, envy, dvesh, irsha, jalan. Compassion means when you see others' pain, you feel that pain. And you help to relieve that pain. Somebody is hungry. I feel that. And I provide food and relieve the hunger. Compassion. Jealousy is somebody is unhappy and that makes me happy. Like we see news channel. There is pain, there is murder, there is bomb blast, there is war, people are crying, and we are having entertainment. Maja aa gaya. Since many days no bomb, huh? News is not interesting. People are like that. Para dukkha sukhi. Or para sukha dukhi. Others are happy, that makes me sad. In childhood, I saw a television ad. Uski sari mere sari se सफेद kaise. I don't know what was that. Washing powder. Nirma washing. Uski sari mere sari se सफेद. What is that? Envy. Para sukha dukhi. There was a lady, she was not well. So she called her physician for home visit. He came, put a thermometer and stethoscope and checked, and gave her an injection and gave some tablets. Said, madam, I've given you injection. And these tablets, you take rest, 3 days you'll be all right. He said, thank you. He said, doctor, what happened to me? He said, madam, you have high fever. He said, is it? How much? He said, madam, you have 101 degree fever. You take rest. Thank you. When the physician was leaving, she said, wait, I will call my maid servant. She stays down. She will talk to you till the gate. She said, no, no, madam, don't call her. Before seeing you, I saw her. She is sleeping now. I gave injection. She has high fever also. So don't disturb her. My maid servant has high fever. I don't know. How much she has? Madam, she has 103 degree high fever. She's sleeping. He said, what? How can she have more than me? I am madam, I should have more. My score should be higher. What is this? Jealousy. Who is at loss? We are. My friend is having party because he's successful and I am sitting and burning my heart here. I go and have samosa and jalebi there. No, that is envy. Envy means we don't like others' happiness or others' success. And that should never be the case. We should never be like that with our brothers, sisters, or friends. or even strangers. Because then we will only suffer. They are good quality. Compassion is a good quality. So we should inculcate that. If we find somebody in pain, we should help that person to release the pain. And more than that, we should never give pain to others. Never hurt others, never abuse others, never manipulate others, never exploit others, never break others' faith or your commitments. Never do a sinful activity or promote a sinful activity or earn through a sinful activity. No. That money and that food will give you pain. So Narad Muni, you want water? Pani de do. So Narad Muni, when he saw the three animals crying, he felt pain. And he left the forest path. He went into the deep jungle, deep forest. There behind a tree was a hunter, blackish body and reddish eyes, with a bow and arrow, hiding behind a tree and targeting small animals. As soon as Narad Muni came there, the small animals ran away. The hunter became very upset and angry that this fellow disturbed my customers, my clients, my targets. So he came from his hiding place to speak, scold Narad Muni because he disturbed his business. But when he saw Narad Muni, such a pure brahmachari, wearing saffron dress and shaved head and shikha and tilak and kanthi mala and so much effulgence, he didn't feel like speaking in high word. See, such a hunter also, seeing a pure sadhu, pure brahmachari, felt calm in his heart. And that's true. When we come in contact with Krishna and his devotees and his Bhagavad Gita and his holy name, we feel calm in the heart. Just like a crying baby feels calm by going to the lap of the mother. So we feel calm by going to Krishna because he's our father and mother. We should always go to. So, but still he told, hey Baba, who are you? Look, you came by mistake here. The main road is that side. All my animals ran away because of you. Now say, hey, my dear sir, I didn't come by mistake. I came deliberately here. Why you came here in the forest? Because I want to ask something. I have a question. Generally, somebody has a question where he should go to a scholar or to a library or google.com. Please go to the forest. So what is your question? He said, on the main road, I saw small rabbit, small deer, small pig, arrow in body, wounded, legs twisted, crying in pain, half dead. So my question is, who did this? The hunter thought somebody has come to give Nobel Prize. No, I did that. I shot arrows and broke their legs so that they cannot run. And this is my visiting card. I am Rigari. I have 25 years experience of shooting arrows at animals. I am a hunter. Now it's a Rigari. I want something from you. Can I ask? Oh, what do you want? I have rabbit flesh. I have deer flesh. I have goat flesh. I have goat skin. I have chicken. I have lion skin, tiger skin. What do you want? I will. See, Megari was interested in skin and flesh. He thought this fellow is also interested in skin and flesh. That's how we run the world. What I like, everybody should like. What I dislike, everybody should not like. Somebody likes money, it is everybody likes money. Somebody likes drinking alcohol, everybody likes drinking alcohol. But the world is not like that. We are not center of it. I will say, no, I don't want flesh or skin. Then what do you want? Then I just want one request to you. You are killing these animals half. Don't do that. You kill them full in one shot. not half, full shot, full killing. Brigari was surprised. He never heard such a request. He said, Arey Baba, what is the use of full killing? There will be no entertainment only for me. When I kill them half and break their leg and they cannot run and they cry in pain and they howl and they tremble, I feel very nice. Maja aa raha hai. I feel very nice. You see, Narad Muni was such a person, Mrigari was such a person, he would enjoy giving pain to others. Sadistic people are there today also, who enjoy giving pain to others, who enjoy torturing others. It may be through violence, it may be through words. Sometimes children play with small cockroach, small earthworm, and we say, ah, bacha khel raha hai, achi baat hai, very nice. No, they are enjoying pain of somebody. If they grow up and give you pain and enjoy, they will be used to that. Used to torturing other living entities. That's not good. We should not create enjoyment for ourselves or game for ourselves by harming others or by giving torture to others. Sometimes people take babies, ale bacha, he must be having a heart attack, panic attack, and we are playing with the baby. Or ulta karte hain and enjoy. But what is baby undergoing? One should be very careful not to hurt others, not to give pain to others, not to torture others. But Megari said, what is the use of full killing? There will be no entertainment. Narada said, look, when you kill them full, you incur sinful activity. But when you kill them half and break their legs and they die after few hours in pain, they have more pain. So you incur more sinful activity, more papa. Narada said, pap? What is pap? What is sin? Narad Muni was such an Megari was such an uncivilized person. He didn't know what is sin, what is pap. Can you even talk to such a person? And Narad Muni is such a great sadhu, is talking to such a person. So he explained in pap and punya, sinful activity and pious activity. And he told him, when you kill animal, you go to Yamaraj and get punished in hellish planets as many years as there are hairs on the body of the animal. And next life the animal kills you. Narad Muni is teaching us. In this whole meat eating industry, everybody involved gets sinful karma. 6 people. One who kills, one who sells, one who purchases, one who distributes, one who eats, and one who gives permission for such a thing. Government. All 6 get sinful activity, sinful behavior. Papa. So now I told him, you are killing, next life they will kill you. Jaise ko taisa. First time heard this. He said, is that really true? My father never told me. Will these animals kill me next life, one by one? So yes. Megari said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 10,000. I have killed thousands of animals from childhood. Does it mean for thousands and thousands of birds, one by one, I will be hunted and killed? Narada said, yes. Megari was surprised, shocked, trembling in fear. He said, I don't want to be hunted like this. I don't want to be killed. He touched the feet of Narad Muni and said, Baba, is there any way I can avoid this? Narad said, I know the solution. You can avoid. But you'll have to obey. That is the condition. He said, yes, I will obey you. Tell me what should I do? He said, break this bow and arrow and throw it in the river, because this is source of your sinful earning. Bow and arrow. He said, Baba, if I break this, how will I earn and eat? I don't know any other profession. So don't worry, I will send you food. And he had faith, he broke his bow and arrow. So Narad Muni knew his bow and arrow is not feeding him. Who is feeding him? Krishna. Okay, there is a difference between source of income and source of maintenance. These two are different concepts. Different individuals have different sources of income. Somebody's source of income is job, somebody's business, somebody's factory, somebody's teaching, somebody's driving car, somebody's share market, somebody's real estate, somebody's stealing, somebody's begging, dancing. Different people have different sources of income. But all people have only one source of maintenance, and that's Krishna. He maintains us. We should know that. Our income does not maintain us. What is our income? Dollars. So today night dinner is dollars. Eat it. Will you?
No.
Dollars we cannot eat. Our income is dollars. Dollars we don't eat. We are maintained by food. Food comes from earth. When there is farming, with the help of rain and sun. And all this is arranged by Krishna. No, there is no factory which can produce food. Even a drop of milk or a grain of rice. It is our government who has printed dollar and gave it a purchasing value. And that's why we want dollar, because then we can exchange it with food. If tomorrow government stops giving purchasing value to the dollar, what will you do with it? Eat it? Right? If today your government declares the dollar in your pocket from tomorrow has zero purchasing value, what will you do with it?
The won't any everything be free? Won't everything be
It's a
free?
different economic system. But today the government declares the rice in your house has zero value. Tomorrow still you can cook and eat it. Because they have not provided value to it. It's natural value. But dollar has an artificial value. The currency has an artificial value. So the source of income we want is because it has a purchasing value, but actual requirement is food. And that is not produced by man. That is given by Krishna. When a baby is born, the milk is ready. How many dollars you spend for that milk? Zero. Right? That milk is not purchased. The father doesn't purchase that milk. The doctor doesn't inject that milk. Krishna has made woman's body in such a way, as soon as she delivers the baby, the blood becomes milk. It's so powerful. The blood transforms to milk. And the baby who has no energy even to eat or change paltimana or change the posture, has energy to suck and intelligence to understand how to suck a milk. And baby cannot digest a single piece of rice, can digest heavy milk. It's a heavy carbohydrate. So Krishna provides food when we are born. Problem happens when we grow up. We think Krishna is not required. He is just a gwala. I am an MBA or an engineer or a lawyer. I can manage myself. And look how we have managed this world. Dogs have managed their food problem better than humans. There are many street dogs. May not be here, but India and other places. Many street dogs. The dogs on the street stay on the same street whole life, and they get food. And the humans on that street have to work somewhere else 2 hours away from the street. Then they get food. Who is more intelligent? Dogs don't have to go to a school, don't have to go to university, don't have to take a car, don't have to pay EMIs, and they get food. Humans have to do so much just for nobody. This is the world we have created. For first 25 years, we work hard for a degree. What is a degree? A paper, which you can take to any office and say, I will be a good Noker. Give me Nokri. I will be good employee. Give me a job. So that's how the system we have created. An elephant eats 50-60 kg per meal and is not worried about the next meal, whether I'll get or not. Doesn't keep a fridge. After 6 hours, again 50 kg. We eat this much. We have created this society by reducing our dependence on nature, reducing our dependence on Krishna. If you follow simple natural systems, COVID would not be here. Somebody in China ate food and didn't wash his hands. Whole world started washing for 20 seconds, 10 times a day. And now everywhere you go, they put a poster, 20-second wash hands, good boy, good girl. Our mother taught us in childhood only to wash hands after toilet, after eating, after playing. Because we go away from nature, system collapses. Sometimes there are cockroaches or ants or mosquitoes or lizards or insects in our houses. Do we feed them? They stay in our house. We don't feed them, but they are alive. Who is feeding them? If any of you are thinking, no, something falls from my kitchen and they eat, empty all your dabbas, all your shelves, all your kitchen, close your house for 3 years and come back. They all should die, they will be double. That means they don't eat out of the earth. So Krishna feeds all the living entities. Why not humans? That doesn't mean we don't do jobs. We do. But we understand he is the maintainer. Whatever we earn, we should give to him. And charity to deities, to sadhus, and to Gomata. When our income is purified. Otherwise, we are incurring sinful activity. Maharaj Muni knows this. And Krishna is a maintainer. He said, you break a bow and arrow, I will send you food. And he broke. He said, now what should I do? He said, you go home. Whatever you have earned till now is all sinful income. So you give charity to sadhus. And you in one dhoti, your wife in one sari, both go to the forest, make a small kutia, hut, and welcome Tulsi Maharani. And you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, in front of Tulsi Maharani. He went home. Narad Muni went on his way. Narad Muni made all the 3 animals who had died alive. He had that power. So Megari went home, collected all his furniture, utensils, money, clothes, jewelry, and invited some sadhus and gifted them. The sinful income should go back to Krishna. If we use sinful income for our pleasure, it gives us disease, it gives us problems. We can't consume. Honest income we can consume. Sinful income we cannot consume. That's why whatever we eat, first we should offer to Krishna and then have prasada. All the negative energy is gone. And Bigari in one dhoti, his wife in one sari, they went to the forest, made a kutia in front of Tulsi Maharani, they would chant. Gradually people of nearby villages came to know the hunter has become sadhu, sannyasi. They came to meet him. And nobody would come empty hand. When you meet a sadhu, you should not go empty hand. Somebody will bring fruit, somebody will bring milk, somebody will bring rice, somebody will bring curd, somebody will bring vegetables. But he will take only for 2 people, rest he will distribute. And they will all chant. After 1 year, Narad Muni came back to Prayagraj with his friend Parvat. He told, there is a disciple, my disciple staying in the forest. He was a hunter 1 year before. Can we go and meet him? Parvatmani said, yes, we'll go. So when they came to the forest, Migari saw from far his Gurudev has come. He was so excited. He ran to meet him. And generally, when you meet your spiritual master, you should go down, pay Dandavat Pranam, lie on the floor with head on the floor, ground. Migari did not do that. He didn't do Dandavat Pranam. He didn't pay obeisance. He wanted to pay, but when he tried, he saw ants. Ants are there in the forest. And he understood, if I pay obeisances, by my body weight, the ants will get hurt. So he didn't pay obeisances. He removed his upper cloth and very softly he removed all the ants from the path and then paid obeisance. So that Migari, who was a violent hunter, who would enjoy killing animals half and enjoy seeing their pain, today didn't want to give pain even to an ant. The violent hunter became a non-violent citizen. How? By association of Narad Muni when he chanted Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
This is the power of bhakti. In association of pure sadhus, when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we get transformed. Our bad habits go away. Our negative things go away. Our sinful activities go away. And if you have anybody in your life, your friend, your family, your neighbor, whom you want to transform, you want to stop their bad habits, it may be smoking cigarette, it may be drinking liquor, it may be speaking lies, it may be lazy, whatever it may be. Just tell them to chant Hare Krishna and associate with pure devotees. All good qualities they will develop. By association with devotees and chanting the holy name, we can transform anybody. And we can transform ourselves and rectify the situation. Today, government is building more and more prisons so that criminals are arrested and punished. But when a thief goes inside a prison and comes out after 3 years, is he changed person? Is he a reformed person? In fact, he's a bigger thief because inside he meets 2-3 masters and they teach him how to not get caught. That's true. So by making prisons, you are not reducing the crime. But by chanting Hare Krishna, you can reduce crime because people will get transformed. So good citizens of the country, they can be peaceful only if there are less bad citizens. So good citizens should invest in the program of chanting and temple erection like ISKCON, so that there are more and more propaganda preaching. There will be less bad citizens and you will be peaceful and your children will be safe. But good citizens, instead of building temples, they are giving tax which is going in the prison office. So anyway, your money is going to bad people. And things are not changing. Better our money goes to ISKCON, to sadhus who preach worldwide, and people will become good and prisoners will be less. Your tax will reduce. It's a simple economy. Otherwise, anyway, good citizens have to earn and feed bad citizens. That's the law today. If there's a bad citizen put in a prison, government has to feed. Who will pay for it? One who's outside the prison. Better we feed directly prasadam and Hare Krishna. They will never go to prison. Right? That's why ISKCON has Harinam. Tomorrow's Friday, we'll have Harinam in the city. Saturday, we'll have Harinam. Nanduresh Prabhu was saying. We all should join Harinam and book distribution and prasadam distribution and arrange such programs like this in every house and invite devotees and preach. Then there'll be goodness, 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 and the society will change. We don't need prisons, we need temples. Because there are no temples, that's why there are prisons. And the population is increasing, every prison is saturated. And believe me, the number of criminals are more than the prisoners. Most of them are out. The difference is they are not caught. The inside one is criminal and outside one is clean. Not necessarily. I'm not talking about everybody. Just because they are not caught, they are clean. They are caught, they are criminal. No. Everybody has their own bad habits and sinful karma. best way to reform the society, to reform ourselves, to reform our family, is to introduce Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram.
The violent hunter became a non-violent sadhu by chanting Hare Krishna. So he invited Narayana Muni to his house and worshipped him and chanted Kirtan. Narayana Muni said, "How is everything? All good?" He said, "Yes, all good." Then Migari said, "I have a request." Narayana said, "What is your request?" He said, "Don't send so much food. Just send for 2 people. Every day I have to do food for life. Every day I have to do." See, 1 year before, Migari was worried from where will food come. Now he's worried, what will I do with so much food? This is the blessings of Narad. Narad said, "I will send food." But did Narad Muni send? Narad Muni doesn't have a restaurant or a catering department to send dabba to anybody. Vishnu sent, Krishna sent. When a pure devotee blesses, Krishna fulfills that blessing. That's the contract between a devotee and Krishna. So Krishna was feeding. So when Megari told, "Don't send so much food," Narad Muni was happy. He said, "Yes, a devotee should not be greedy. He should share with others." And he blessed him. And on the way, Parvat Muni said, "Narad Muni, you are Paras Mani, you are touchstone." You know what is Paras Mani? Paras Mani is that stone, if it touches iron, iron becomes gold. So Narad Muni is so powerful that when he came in contact with Megari, who was a hunter, violent hunter, that violent hunter became gold, he became a pure soul. And the same way, when we come in contact with devotees who are representatives of Narad Muni, representative of Srila Prabhupada, we can also become gold. We can become whatever you are today, you will become a better person, a better father, a better mother, a better brother, a better employee, a better citizen. Just add Krishna to your life by chanting Hare Krishna. Just like nowadays, as soon as people wake up in the morning, they turn on Wi-Fi on the mobile. Why? So then they get better version of the app. The app is working fine yesterday. And why you want updated version? Because it's better. So in the same way, every day morning, you connect to Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna, you will become better version of your own self. And that's such a nice thing, and it's free. And if every day I become better version of own self, myself, that's called growth. And one day I become perfect, that's called success of life. So by chanting Hare Krishna, easily we can become perfect. Clear all our negative, bad qualities. So our request from ISKCON is, please add Krishna to your life. We are not telling you to subtract anything. We are telling you to add. And addition is always positive, profit. Add Krishna to your family, add Krishna to your life, add Krishna to your food, add Krishna to your music, add Krishna to your income, add Krishna to your house, everything, add Krishna. Everything will be positive. And the easiest way is to start chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Is that easy? Let's do it louder. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Easy? Let's do some exercise. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So we add Krishna to our life by chanting Hare Krishna, reading Bhagavad Gita. And we have a beautiful Radha Giridhari Mandir. It's called Auckland. At where is the address? Everybody knows. I don't know. I don't know. It's a beautiful temple. Come there. Sunday you can come. Sunday peace program you attend. Festivals you attend, like Narsinga Chaturdashi will come. Janmashtami, Ramnavami. And do service, chat with devotees and dance and attend Aarti and attend class. And distribute books and read books. And in that way, we add Krishna to our life. And our life becomes better. So we should do that with our parents. Okay? We'll end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
If anybody has a question, they may ask. This is some water. Warm. Any question? Yes, Nandabhai.
How do one remove envy in the heart?
How do?
How do we remove envy?
See, envy between two people is because of common sense object. If two people want same thing, one gets, one other doesn't get, there's envy. So we should reduce this desire of sense object. And second thing is we should chant very seriously. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Then Cheto Darpana Marjanam, cleaning happens. And that cleaning clears lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion. And third thing is we should develop service attitude, seva bhava. When we serve others, we see them as our master, our superior. Then we reduce. We should do that. Main thing is chanting and hearing. Okay?
I got to ask a question.
Yeah.
From a very good friend of mine who's Hindu. And he asked me, people have different beliefs. People follow Christianity, people follow Allah or whatever. And we follow Krishna, or we follow Ram, or whosoever. So why it is important to follow Krishna or Ram only? Why not being a simple human being or a helping human being who is, who has compassion for others, who looks after others? Why it is so important to follow a religion? Or why it is so important to follow?
What is it? Elaichi. Simple water. So basically you are saying why to worship the Lord? Just be a good person.
Why to worship Hindu God? Why?
See, there is no
people
Hindu-
have different. People have different.
No, there is no Hindu God. There is only one God called different names. So when you say Krishna, when you say Ram, when you say Allah, when you say Father in heaven, when you say Christ, you're not mentioning 7 people. You're talking about one person in different language, tradition, different names. Somebody says Papa, somebody says Daddy, somebody says Father, somebody says Abbu, somebody says Baba. Are they calling one person or different 5 daddies? There's no Hindu God. The first thing is Hindu word is 2500 years old. Muslim word is 2500 years old. Christian word is 2000 years old. Humans are millions of years old. So these words are new. They were not existing earlier. So there is no Hindu God. There is no Indian God. There is no American God. There is no Muslim God. There is one God, our Supreme Father. He is Krishna, as we understand from Bhagavad Gita. The same person is Allah, as we understand from Quran. Same person is Christ or Father in heaven, as we understand from Bible.
So then,
I didn't finish.
okay,
Sorry, I wanted water. But I wanted water, you gave me jal. If I tell you why did you give me jal, I wanted water. You will have tough time to explain me. This is the same thing. So I am good. What does it mean I am good? Who will define I am good? You are a good driver. How does it define? When you follow the rules of traffic department. You are a good citizen. How does it define? When you follow the constitution by the government. So you are good. Who defines? The creator defines. When you follow the rules of the creator. Right? So I am good means I should accept all the rules, right? So one of the rule is that I should be respectful to the Creator, who is my Father, who created the world. We are all His part and parcel servants, and He is the Master. So it's like this. Some people rob the bank together, and then they go in a private and say, let's distribute it honestly. Are they good people? Yes, they are honest. No, they are not honest because they rob somebody else. So we take something from Krishna and don't even be grateful, and we say, let be good. That's not good. If you're good with other humans, why don't we be good with God also, who created the human society, who created the raw material with which you are doing good and kindness. So just like you have relationship with your family, your neighbors, your countrymen, other animals, you have relationship with God also. So good person means all relationships are responsibly taken care. Not give up one relationship in the name of religion. No, we have a relationship with Krishna. We take care of that relationship also. Then everything falls in place. Because all our relationships are because of that relationship. Like your relationship with your brother is because of father. So brother have good love, but they don't respect the father. That's not good. So by serving Krishna, we are doing our constitutional position, our duty towards Krishna. And by serving the human society, we are doing our duty towards the human society. Both is required. Does that answer?
Not exactly, to be honest. I'm a little bit, I'm not as intellectual
No,
as
no,
other
it
people
doesn't-
are. And I'm
No,
not
no,
as
no, no, no.
wise. But I can I ask another?
Yes, go ahead.
So, okay, so this Hindu friend of mine, well, so obviously instead of praying to Lord Krishna or Lord Rama, if he prays to Jesus or if he prays to Allah, is that okay then?
He's praying to same person. It's
So-
Krishna only.
Yeah, it's
It's
okay.
okay. It's okay.
So if he is still Hindu and if he prays to Allah or if he prays to Jesus, you're saying he's okay?
Yeah,
He's okay.
there's only one God.
Follow the
If your father, if your son, instead of calling you daddy, calls you papa, is that okay with you? Abu,
So is he okay to go to?
yeah.
Is he okay
Yeah.
to go to church? Is he
Yeah.
okay to go to mosque?
We have to love God.
Follow the scriptures.
You have to love God. So anyway helps you to love God, that's welcome. Bhagavad Gita is the best way to teach you how to love God because that's most successful in the world. If you are born in such a family, it's natural for you to pick it up. But if you pick up a Quran and Bible and love God, that's fine. Goal is not to be a Hindu or a Christian. The goal is to love God. Bhagavad Gita gives the address of God, the name of God, the favorite dish of God. It's easy to love because the details are more. To love somebody, you want more details. How does she look like? And what is her favorite color and dress and recipe? So Quran and Bible don't give that kind of information. They give, but not complete. Bhagavad Gita and Vedas, Bhagavatam gives more details. Krishna's color, Krishna's address, Krishna's form. So it's more complete to develop a loving relationship. But if somebody develops love for Allah, fine. Father in heaven, fine. The goal is to love God. So in Allah, in Muslim, what they do? They do namaz, which is what? The names of Allah, they recite. In Christian, what they do? They glorify Christ by singing. And when we chant Hare Krishna, that's also singing. That's also namaz, praying. Hare Krishna is a prayer. All three are doing same thing. There's no difference. There's no contradiction. It is only we have created boundaries, human society. Ram and Allah, they are same person. And here two followers are fighting. Ram can fight with Allah. How can you fight with yourself? But followers are fighting. Not required. Right? It doesn't matter. The person who is commander in chief of an army, When he comes home, he's in a different dress and mood. But he's a different person. Same person. So Allah, Krishna, same person, different moods. There's only one God, and he's not a Hindu God. He's not an Indian God. He's everybody's God of the whole universe. Wait. Is this okay now?
Yes.
So you chant Krishna's name, you chant Ram's name, you glorify Allah, you pray to Christ, you are communicating with one source. There cannot be two gods. There are not. Only one creator. Different people are reaching him and understanding him in different ways because he is infinite. So finite trying to understand infinite and two finite trying to understand one infinite, they are bound to have two different PhDs. And both thinking I am right. Foolish number one. Right? If two ants try to understand same mountain, they will approach different paths and they'll come back with two different experiences. But are there two mountains? One will say, I saw green, other will say, no, it's brown. Because there's some part green and some part brown. And they both climbed different paths. And they came back with two doctorates. And now they're fighting. And people are clapping. That's one mountain. Right? So we are trying to understand infinite and fighting among them ourselves. Complete foolishness. Complete. Don't cut peace into pieces. You should maintain peace. If I am Krishna devotee or Allah devotee or Christ devotee, but I am not peaceful and I cannot make peace with others, then I am not a devotee. Peace is very important for a follower of spirituality. In the name of religion, there is war, and there is torture, and there is killing. That's not religion. That's not spirituality. That's politics. That's foolishness. That's sentimentalism. That's fanatism. That's activism. That's not wanted in the society. That's violence. So don't go through these popular notions. Don't go through this popular literature and newspaper. Read Bhagavad Gita directly, you will understand what is spirituality. What does Krishna want us? The word Hindu doesn't exist in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Puranas, Vedas, anywhere. It is not a Sanskrit word. It's not in Sanskrit dictionary. Just a popular word. So what word exists is Sanatan Dharma. That's what we all are, followers of Sanatan Dharma. Okay? Yes, Mata.
When we follow the same God, but different ways, so why one goes the violent way and one goes the non-violent? Must be there.
Why goes to violent way?
Yeah.
Because they're misguided. Somebody is misusing them for their agenda. When they add politics to this, they misguide. Okay? So we should not be blind followers, misguided with few influential leaders who use us to abuse their power or gain something. Yes, Mata.
तो मुझे आपको तो क्वेश्चन जैसे गीता में पढ़ते हैं कि कर्म करो फल की इच्छा मत करो, तो आप इसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं कि हाउ डू वी inculcate this in our daily lives?
So we all have duties to perform. And generally we are motivated to perform our duties because they give results. So Krishna is saying that is not the best way to work. You perform your duty because you are supposed to perform a duty. Not for the results, but because you are supposed to perform your duty. Like you take care of children, not because bade hoke humko dekhbhal karenge. That's performing your mother duty for a result of being maintained by them when they grow up. Do you think that's best? Or just naturally perform your duties, whatever happens, happens. Right?
Yeah, but the desire is always there. Say, for example, if I work in a place and if I have got a desire that I want to show myself that yes, I would do good. So that thing is always at the back
Right.
of your mind. Although you want to give it to Krishna to say, I'm doing it because one, that a reason that it's a source of income for me. But the other thing is as well that I have got Krishna in my mind all the time, but at the same time, I'm thinking, oh no, I should not be focusing on the result because this is again, I'm doing it for Krishna only.
Yeah. So we can't see this called one thing is called karma tyag, one thing is called karma phala tyag. Karma tyag means giving up your duty. Like we brahmacharis are not taking care of our parents. Giving up our duty. Not everybody can do that, I understand. So what you do when you are doing job is karma phala tyag. You give the result to Krishna. So you earn for Krishna, you study for Krishna, you work for Krishna. Like Krishna told Arjuna, you fight for me. So you shoot arrow, but not for your victory. But you shoot arrow because you're obeying me. Victory I will give you.
तो भाव कैसे लेके आए?
We should understand that I am servant of Krishna. And whatever I am doing is service to Krishna. And the end result should go to Krishna. So not just think of Krishna in your mind, in your office, but when you get salary, you come and give to Krishna. So part of your salary you should fix 50%, 40%, 10%. Fix every month. Should go to Krishna. When you are cooking for Krishna. Just like every day you cook. Suppose some important guest comes and you are cooking. What are you thinking? My brother should be happy. Or be happy, guest should be happy, Damad should be happy. Son-in-law should be happy, right? Similarly, you cook for Krishna. And at the end, the first plate you offer to Krishna. The whole time you're thinking Krishna should be happy by this. Krishna should be happy by this job. Because the result I'm giving to Krishna. Krishna should be happy when I'm cleaning this house. Because this is temple that belongs to Krishna. Right? So we have to gradually become Krishna conscious. And that happens by every day hearing and chanting. And gradually become Krishna conscious. That Krishna is all pervading. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Krishna is in every atom. Yeah, okay. Krishna is in every atom. We cannot be separate from him. Right? It's only because of agyan, lack of knowledge, we think he is not here. For example, is there light in the room? Yes? Is there darkness in the room? No. There is? No. Now there is darkness. Close your eyes. Now there is darkness. From where it came? From the window or the door? Darkness never exists. Only light exists. Because we close our eyes to light, we are in dark. So only Krishna exists. Nothing exists, but our eyes are closed now. So we think there's something other than Krishna. Whom should I serve? Whom should I give the result? Whom should I do the duty? Krishna is there. There's nothing else in this world. So you have to serve Krishna. But the reason I don't see Krishna is my eyes are closed. So I have to open the eyes. If I close my eyes and say, turn on the light, what do you do? Turn on? The light is on, you open your eyes. So Krishna is all pervading. Already the result belongs to Krishna. It doesn't belong to us. We have to give. Suppose a laborer, you give sand, iron, water, heat, stone, and he makes a house. And at the same belongs to me. Will you agree? Say no, you take your labor charge because I gave the raw material, so it belongs to me. So when you do your duty, the result belongs to one who gave raw material. And who gave raw material? Who gave you hands? Who gave you eyes? Who gave you skills? Who gave you talent? Who gave sunlight? Who gave oxygen? Who gave fire? Who gave earth? With all this raw material, we are doing duty. So the result of duty belongs to the one who gave the raw material and not the labor. So the result belongs to Krishna, not to me. Right? If you have a servant in the house and the servant comes and takes your milk, your rice, your sugar, your gas and makes sweet rice and eats, will you be happy? No. You say, no, I made, so it belongs to me. You say, no, my milk, my sugar, my rice, my gas, it belongs to me. But if the servant makes sweet rice, gives you first bowl, and you eat, you say, very nice, you also eat. So Krishna is master, we are servant. So whatever we do, the result belongs to him anyway. So give the first result to him. He will give you back. So we are not loser by giving Krishna. Right? So we have to open up our eyes, come out in a gyan, that he is the master, I am servant. I am part and parcel, he is everywhere. So everything belongs to him. He will maintain. Okay? Yes.
Guruji, there is a confusion, which is a long-term confusion. So whichever profession you choose, it directly or indirectly it attaches to some kind of sinful activity. And so there was a story. There was a saint, Saint Kabir. He was, or there are similar stories that somebody who was into meat industry and he could attain highest level of piety somehow while still doing the sinful activity. So how could that person be detached while doing sinful activity and still be attached to Krishna? And when we do something at two different levels, one is the material level, that we are only limited to that level, we do not go beyond that. And because of that association with sinful activity, there is a feel of guilt as well. That so how do we get across this confusion? Because whatever you choose, it's very difficult to choose except until you engage in temple activity and you completely disengage with all the
So see, there are popular stories which you are referring to, but the personalities in those stories are for our inspiration, but not a pathway role model to start doing it, because we are not on that platform. Like sun soaks up urine from the road and the place becomes clean, and that's inspiration. But we cannot do like that. We cannot start soaking up urine and make disinfection everywhere. So the personalities are not role models for the purpose of that activity. They are inspiration that this is possible. So every endeavor is covered by fault. Every occupation is covered by sinful activity. There's a verse in Bhagavad Gita. Twice same words Krishna speaks. 17th chapter and 9th chapter. Every endeavor is covered by fault. That doesn't mean you give up the endeavor. What you do is you do it for Krishna. So in today's society, those which are direct sinful industries like cigarette industry, alcohol industry, prostitution, or meat eating, we should avoid that. There are other industries which are not direct sinful. They may be indirectly contributing to sinful industry, but not directly promoting. We can have an honest income. Still sin is involved. So we should give charity. A fixed amount every month we should give to temple, or we should give to a sadhu who will use it in Krishna's service, or we should give to feed cows. These three are considered nullifiers of sinful activity. So then whatever sin is there in the source of income is gone. So there are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, broad categories. A Brahmana has to sometimes do fire sacrifice and kill animals. That's a sinful activity. But that's not a reason to give a Brahman. A Kshatriya sometimes has to kill enemies in the war or hunt animals in the forest. That is sinful activity, violence. But that's not a reason to give up Kshatriya. A Vaishya sometimes has to speak lies to earn profit. That's a sinful activity. But he should not give up this. And Shudra sometimes has to serve bad masters, obey bad masters. So Krishna says sin is involved in all of it. That's why when we do it for Krishna and we give some charity, then the sin is nullified. And basically we are doing it A for food, B for family, C for house. So food we should offer to Krishna and honor prasadam. Family we should engage in service of deity worship should be there, or photo worship should be there in the house. And sometimes we invite guests like this and have a program. And house we should use for service of Krishna, make it a temple. So we are nullifying our sinful karma. And we chant Hare Krishna. That icing on the cake, that takes care. Yeah.
I have another. So
Yeah, Jai.
it is also that the more you listen to various philosophies, the more you read. It's like Shabri versus the knowledgeable person who has read Upanishads and all. Shabri had bhav, but we do not have that bhav. And the more you read, the more logical this thing you. For example, I used to eat meat, and I stopped eating chicken, and I would eat the bigger animals because it would be less sinful. So it would be more meat. Now I don't. But in the same logic, it is that if you are doing something, then that would have equal and opposite reaction. So karma phal would also have to be there. So good would beget you good, and the bad would. So ultimately, good and bad. So how do we achieve a karma? So no karma, so that you don't have to come back. And so in this life, it's very difficult. But how do we set ourselves on that path, and then also get convinced that yes, I am on the right path? Not that tomorrow you read some other philosophy and then you think, oh no, that's not, and then it's wavering mind.
So few years before, I heard a news that one person took an airplane in America and landed it in a building. You heard? Huh? What is that called? 9/11.
9/11.
So a person who burns some citizens in a building, what do you call such a person?
Puppy.
Terrorist? Atangwadi? Suppose tomorrow you hear a news that one person didn't burn a building, he burned a city. What do you call him? Atangwadi Square? Maha Atangwadi. That's what Hanuman did. He burned whole Lanka. You call him terrorist? Jai Bajrangbali. What is the difference? One did for Ram, one did for self. So for Ram, you burn a city, no problem. If you burn yours, there is a problem. Akarma, when you do it for Krishna. Otherwise, it's not. When you do it for yourself, it's karma. When you do it for Krishna, it's a karma. So whatever we do for Krishna. If we cannot do it for Krishna, we do it and give result to Krishna. That's also a karma, because the result is being given. So Arjuna didn't want to fight. Krishna said, no, you fight first. Krishna didn't tell Arjuna to win. He told him to fight. Result I will. Victory I will. Arjuna didn't win because of his skill. He would have died on the first day. First ball, clean bowled. So Krishna made him safe and victorious. So whatever you do it for Krishna. Second thing is, when you keep on comparing, because logic is not sufficient to understand that. And all books in the world follow one book, that's Bhagavad Gita. That's highest, considered highest. So we just follow Bhagavad Gita directly. If not, then maybe you have lots of time, you can play around. How many years more? Average age, how much years we have more to play around? We have very less time to play around. Let's follow Bhagavad Gita and matter close. Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, that's final. If you go around and when you reach there only. Right? So better, we already have it. Big acharyas, any great soul refers to Bhagavad Gita. Nobody can say Bhagavad Gita is not to be read. That's final word. We refer to that. Read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, start chanting Hare Krishna. You will get inner satisfaction. There is no need to compare. You have less time. Urgent matter. Yes.
No, there is a question on Zoom. The question is, what should we do out of compassion if we encounter a struggling and badly injured insect on our path?
What we should do as compassion,
If we encounter a struggling and badly injured insect on our path?
call animal control. Chant Hare Krishna for the insect. At least keep it away from unsafe path. Keep it on a safer grass. If you're a doctor, do something. If you're not a doctor, chant for the insect. Keep it safe.
Putting procedure.
Well, there can be many more things, but not everybody is carrying that jal. Na? So I said that. I put Ganga jal also. So if you carrying, and whole day you have to carry Ganga jal, then you have to, and if you carry Ganga jal, you're still searching insects only whole day. Chant Hare Krishna, that's handy. Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, bro.
Yes, Abhiram.
As you discussed about twin towers, and we know that's in Bhagavad Gita says karma, akarma, and vikarma. So the guy who was the pilot that day, okay, who busted that two towers, is he do the akarma or vikarma?
Vikarma.
Yes, that's what I just wanted. Because I was somewhere, I was hearing that it's akarma, because akarma is something,
No. What Hanuman did is a karma.
okay.
Anything related to.
When you do it for Krishna, it's a karma.
So what is then karma?
Karma is an action performed under the three modes of material nature and the influence of time to fulfill some of our desires, as per scriptures. Akarma is action performed to please Krishna. Vikarma is an action performed to fulfill your desire against the scriptures. So if I earn money sinfully, that's vikarma. If I earn money, honest occupation, that's karma. If I give that money to Krishna, that's akarma. So vikarma is against the scripture. Okay. Yes.
Why did you mention that like faith is the beginning of bhakti? So how does one develop faith?
By associating with people of faith. Like anybody who came here today, if his faith is X, it might have become X plus 1. Definitely not X minus 1. So when you associate with people who are faithful, you get faith. When you associate with people who are drunkard, you get drinking problem. What you associate with, you get that. If we all together for 3 hours talk about a man who has 51 eyes, tomorrow you'll have faith that such a man exists because so many people are talking about it. Right? Like that. So we associate with faithful people. We have good samskaras from our family, we may have the faith from childhood. If the parents have that faith, they will put that in the child. If you have associations of sadhus and they bless us, we will have faith by the blessings of sadhus. So these are few ways faith is developed.
Some people have different levels of faith. In the group, somebody will accept when you say, somebody might mentally reject, listen. How does that develop?
Still it helps. Like there are different grasses. Some is wet, some is dry. And you put fire. The dry one will catch fire. The wet one after 2 hours will catch fire. But meanwhile it will become dry. That's okay. So somebody is wet here, somebody is dry here, somebody is catching fire here, somebody will catch next class. So come tomorrow. That's okay. The fire is not getting wasted, it's making wet grass dry. Helping. The heat is helping. That's okay. Everybody will differently. So every sentence of my class would not be applicable to everybody in the same way. Somebody will pick up some sentences as inspiring. Somebody will pick up some sentences, same sentences as doubting. Somebody will pick up as wow. Somebody will say, okay, average. Somebody will say, no, samajh aayi nahi. That's okay. Right? Whatever it is, you should have faith on prasada. Such a nice one. And every program there's prasad, so come. That's sufficient. Right?
Some other religious people might have different faiths, which contradictory to other religions. So my way is only this, my way or highway.
No,
They say, but that's my faith.
no, that's a very shallow understanding. Any person who is practicing a bona fide process In the beginning, he may have the shadow understanding, but little mature he becomes, he will start appreciating others. If he's not appreciating others, then he's not growing. Because maturity gives you broad-mindedness. Immaturity, I am right, others are wrong. Maturity means I am right and others are also right. So as you grow in your faith, you will get mature. Somebody is not becoming mature, that means he's not growing. Very shallow understanding, I am right, others are wrong. That's not how world works. Right? Yeah. So I am right, others are also right.
Other Christian religion said, my way or highway, it's not a way.
Okay, we say Hare Krishna to that. We give them prasadam. Very few are like that. Once they are intelligent enough, they will understand what we are seeing. In ISKCON, we have so many people who are Christians, Muslims. They are practicing Hare Krishna. You see, in the temple, there are so many foreign bodies, non-Indian bodies, non-Hindu bodies. They are chanting Hare Krishna. Right? That's there. Okay. Yes, yes.
So if you have a mind that is always busy in finding faults, how can this mind find a guru that the mind is also, it also accepts that yes, this is the guru I should follow, because the mind is very doubtful and fault finding, and numerous ways to scrutinize and yeah.
Do it. Use your intelligence. Do it. Guru is for whole life. When you are taking an interview for an employee, you are scrutinizing the acha hai kya nahi. When you are going to marry a candidate, you are scrutinizing. That's only one life. This is for all life. Do it. Scrutinize. A bona fide guru is beyond doubt. His character is perfect. His behavior is perfect. His etiquette is perfect. His senses are in control. He is intelligent. And he speaks based on deliberation and argument, not blind faith. Go ahead. Bring a microscope. No, what you say? Lens, magnifying glass, magnifying glass, magnifying lens. Find out. Go ahead. But I have sincere desire. Don't blindly accept, but don't blindly reject. Have a sincere desire. If you have a sincere desire and you use your scrutinizing, Krishna will give you a perfect person. Right? And still, if you are very interested in the adventure of finding fault, find a mirror. That will be a good homework. You will become a better person. Right? To find fault also we require qualification. We should know from whom we are comparing with. Right? We don't even have a standard to compare, then we cannot find fault. So we should be educated in the scriptures. Who is a bona fide sadhu? Who is a bona fide guru? Don't judge by dress and by address. Somebody's dress might be saffron, dhoti, kurta. Somebody's address might be Vrindavan, Haridwar, or ISKCON, or Gaudiya Math, or any spiritual organization. That's not sufficient to be a sadhu. A sadhu is known by qualities, and qualities can be observed in behavior, when you associate, and when you hear from him and you get inspired that yes, I should be serving Krishna. That's a bona fide sadhu. So one can scrutinize him. Krishna told Arjuna to scrutinize. Krishna didn't tell Arjuna, I am God, okay, you fight. Matter over. Why Bhagavad Gita required? Krishna didn't tell Arjuna to blindly follow. So Guru should not tell us followers or whoever, audience, to blindly follow. That's wrong. No blind following. No blind following. Keep our eyes open, especially in Kali Yuga, where there are so many duplicate people. Very rare to find a pure devotee. So then we can use this. It's not called fault finding, it's called discrimination. Okay? To read Prabhupada Leela. Next question. Yes.
We have past karmas and then after reading the Bhagavad Gita, that Loka Sarva Dharma Parityaja, does the previous karma can get omitted? You have to say that.
Yes. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. As much as we surrender, that much will go away. If you surrender 10%, then 10% will go away. If you surrender 100%, 100% will go away. But it's not a license to do more bad karmas. Yesterday I read Bhagavad Gita, now let me do some karma. Not a license, but yes, as much as we surrender, it will go away. Okay? So Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. Forget everything and come to me. Sarva Aham Tvam Sarva Papi. I'll take care of all your things. So that opportunity is there to give 100% to Krishna and get 100% purified. Like iron, you put in fire. After some time, the iron acts as fire. It's no longer iron, it's fire now. You touch it anywhere, the place will burn. It's red hot. So we become pure by coming in contact with Krishna. We are no longer impure. Okay? Any more questions? Yes, mother.
प्रभु जैसे आपने कहा है कि भगवान एक है, कृष्णा है, अल्लाह है, क्रिश्चियन है, तो हिंदू क्यों भाग रहे हैं क्रिश्चियन में जब भगवान सब एक है?
मालूम नहीं उनको. कोई प्रचार के कारण, कोई धन के कारण, कोई कम बुद्धि के कारण, कोई ज्यादा बुद्धि के कारण.
जब हम भागवत गीता पढ़ने जाते हैं तो बोलते हैं हम क्रिश्चियन हैं, हम गीता नहीं पढ़ते.
तो कन्वर्जन के बहुत सारे कारण हैं. कहीं पर सो कॉल्ड हिंदू समाज ने अपने हिंदुओं का देखभाल ठीक से नहीं किया है, कास्ट सिस्टम के नाम पे टॉर्चर किया है. बहुत कारण है उसके. कोई दुखी है इसके कारण, किसी को सुख चाहिए इसके कारण. शुद्ध प्रचार नहीं है ना, शुद्ध प्रचार नहीं है. हमें वो सबका चिंता नहीं करना. भगवान संभाल ले. और कोई प्रश्न? Any more questions? Okay. Satisfied? Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada.
Ki Jai.
Hare